How you doing, everybody? We've got our quick analysis of the 2018 Belmont Stakes. Number one horse, we have Justify, ridden by Mike Smith, uh, trained by Bob Baffert. He's a 4-5 favorite, winner of Kentucky Derby, winner of the Preakness Stakes. He's contending for the Triple Crown as we speak. Heavy favorite. Number two, Free Drop Billy. Free Drop Billy is ridden by Robbie Alvarado. He is a 30-1 right now. Pretty long shot. He's sired by Union Rags. His father's Union Rags won the 2012 Belmont Stakes, so he does have some good breeding as far as the history goes with this race. Number three, Bravazzo. Bravazzo, as many of you know, ran second in the Preakness Stakes, was closing in hard behind Justify. Bravazzo would have won that race had it been another half a furlong longer, so you got to watch out for Bravazzo. He's 8-1 right now, ridden by Luis Saez, trained by Dwayne Lucas. Number four, Hofberg. Hofberg, ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr. He ran the Kentucky Derby. He is sired by Tappet. His grandfather is Touch Gold, who won the 97 Belmont Stakes. So he has a little history with this race. Number five, Restoring Hope. 30-1 on this horse. Trained by Bob Baffert, same trainer as Justify, the strong favorite. Don't really know why this horse is in the race. Baffert may be trying to use this as a defensive move or something. Restoring Hope's ridden by Florent Garreau, once again 30-1. Number six, Gronkowski. Gronkowski, being bred in the United States, he's been riding overseas. They're bringing him over here. He's never ridden on dirt before. He's still a 12-1, however. He's got a strong record overseas on artificial surfaces. Never run on dirt. Once I said, and he's never gone more than a mile, and we're going a mile and a half for the Belmont Stakes. That's Gronkowski, 12-1, number six. Number seven, Tenfold. Tenfold, as many of you remember, ran third in the Preakness Stakes. Tenfold was probably going to run second. He didn't look out for Bravazzo, who is coming up strong from behind. He's a strong contender for this race. Had a good chance of winning the Preakness. Had it been a little bit longer behind Justify. So Tenfold we have now at 12-1 as the morning odds. Ridden by Ricardo Santana Jr. That was the first loss he had on Tenfold. He's obviously better on Tenfold than Espinoza, so you definitely going to want to look out for Tenfold. Son of Curlin, another tight loss in the Belmont. Grandson of Tappet. Lots of good breeding there once again behind AP Indy, another good Belmont Stakes winner. AP Indy goes back to Seattle Slew, Belmont Stakes winner, and Secretariat, Belmont Stakes winner. So history be told there. Number eight, Vino Rosso. He's 8-1 now. Vino Rosso, ridden by John Velasquez, trained by Todd Pletcher. So they're heavy favorites in New York. They win a lot in New York, especially Belmont Park. Velasquez knows this track very well. Pletcher knows the track very well. This horse was his father's Curlin, as many know, was second in the Belmont Stakes in a tough race. Probably could have won it had strategy been a little bit better. So Vino Rosso is coming back after finishing seventh in the Kentucky Derby. The slop was an issue there. We don't know what the weather's going to be like in New York on Saturday, but the slop is probably not going to be an issue. So if we have a fast track, he could have a good chance, especially being since the trainer and the jockey know the race so well, and he's pretty well bred. So we're going to move on to number 9, Noble Indy. Noble Indy ran the Kentucky Derby once again. He finished 17th, didn't do very well out there in the slop in Louisville at Churchill Downs. Todd Pletcher once again. So he's ridden by Javier Castellano. Knows this track very well. Knows New York very well. Knows Belmont very well. So this horse, he's gonna have a decent a chance. He's at 30-1 now. I think he's a little highly. The odds are a little bit high right now, being that he's got Pletcher and Javier Castellano aboard. But Noble Indy, we'll keep an eye on him. We'll see what happens with the weather and everything. I wouldn't count him out, of course. Now we're going to move on to Blended Citizen. Now, Blended Citizen is the winner of the Peter Pan. He's the last horse, number 10. He's at 15-1. He was a winner of the Peter Pan, a decent time. Peter Pan is the race run a mile and a half. A couple of weeks before the Belmont Stakes. So he knows the track. He's been victorious on the track. His jockey, Kyle Frey, not really used to this kind of a race. However, he has won on this track before. He's not very good overall, but he's been pretty good on this horse. So that's all it really takes to win a big race like that. So Blended Citizen 15-1. He's definitely a contender. So that's it for the quick analysis of the Belmont Stakes 2018. Be sure to check me out for the individual analysis of the horses, and I'll also come back with some picks for maybe some tries, some supers, and check out the links for a t-shirt. Check out some Sixth Sense on YouTube. Local music, Delray Beach, Florida. Classics coming back at you. So check that out on my YouTube page as well. And like I said, check me out again for some picks on or individual analysis of horses and some picks for this race. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.